This is the brand new Nortent Vern 1 3S, a full kilo lighter than its big brother, the Nortent Vern 1 4-season version. Let's take a proper good look. Right, the pack. This is 42 by 17 centimeters. It isn't ultralight by any stretch of the imagination, but what you will probably find is this will fit in most 40 litre packs. Especially, I removed the pools in this one and it squishes right down. In terms of weight, the lowest weight this could be is 1.69 kilos. That's without any footprint, that's without pegs or anything. It goes up to around about 1.8 with everything else in, and then obviously that is with the newer pools. With these pools, it's closer to 2 point something, 2.2, 2.3, something like that. Now the Vern 1, its 4-season big brother, weighs something closer to 2.8 kilograms. Now that's a massive saving, especially if you're thinking over longer distances. 1 kilo is quite a bit. It'll be interesting to see how they've managed to do that with this. A quick note on the pools. These are Nortent's own pools and they weigh roughly 800 grams. Nortent are going to send out everyone who purchases this with a set of DAC pools in around about July, and they're going to be 440 grams, so you know, roughly half the weight of these. So this is the fly sheet. It is 15D and it is 3000 hydrostatic head, and it already feels notably thinner. Actually, it feels real good quality. I really like that. Almost Hillyberg-esque. Now if you compare that to the Nortent Vern 1 4-season version, it's twice as thick as this, so no wonder they've saved a bit of weight. Nortent compensate with the lighter fabric by reinforcing all the high stress areas, and you can see some of those on the tent already. Some of these grid nylon parts, it might be denier, I'm not quite sure, but you can see it's quality already. The stitching looks great. Obviously whether that holds up over time is proofs in the pudding, because it is a lighter material. It probably will wear out a bit quicker, but if you're looking after it, can't see why this wouldn't be an issue. The floor on this is a 40D nylon and it is notably thicker. It isn't as thick as the Vern 1, which is 70D. So if you're regularly pitching on, you know, rough grounds, there's stones around here, there is an optional footprint which I do have, and I'll be using it on this ground. Maybe that's just to help with the longevity, but also you don't get any pinholes and any water coming in. So one more thing, I do need to be honest, Nortent have sent me this, but there's one thing, I'll use it. If it impresses me, I'll tell you, and if it isn't very good or has issues, I'll also tell you as well. I think it's really important to have a level of integrity on the channel, and hopefully you've seen that if you've seen any other videos. So I'll let you know what this is like. Right, so let's get this pitched. Let's find out where the door is. So these pools are colour coded as well. So you have 2 with black tips, which go into the black pockets, and then 1 with a blue tip on either side, which is the crossing pool. Whenever I'm pitching it like this, I always like to just put a couple of these on so it has a little bit of shape and it doesn't flop all over. Let's find the hole for it. And you can already see that starting to take shape now. So the Vern 1 3S is a geodesic freestanding tent, 3 pools, and when correctly guyed out, it looks like it's going to be a real strong tent. The silhouette is low and aerodynamic. It's around about 100 centimeters at its highest point, and I think that's deliberate design choice. The low profile tends to really kind of shed wind rather than fighting it in exposed conditions, so that could work in its favour. It's kind of the same philosophy as the Vern 1. I suppose Nortent, being a Norwegian brand, you know, they design for conditions where wind is the primary enemy and not rain, so that could be really, really suitable to Northumberland. Should probably translate very, very well. So a design feature I really, really like is this inner door. Being the 3S version, the 3-season version, you can see it's got a half mesh inner, so plenty of ventilation, and then you've got the ventilation guy out bit here. From a vestibule point of view, it's absolutely massive. I haven't got the footprint on. I was going to put it on, but I haven't bothered. And you can see it's not even guyed out properly here, but plenty of space for a bit of cooking, for wet gear. You could even probably get changed in there. Don't forget, you can also open this area up, so you can have it fully open, which is absolutely phenomenal. So on a good day, you're going to have some absolutely epic views. You can imagine what that looks like and feels like, letting all that air come through. So let's take a little look inside. So 2 zippers here. Nope, not one-handed. Hold on. But that door goes right all the way back, perfect. Looks very familiar. It does feel a little bit smaller, but I don't know if it actually is. Actually, if I'm correct, this is a little bit short. I think it's 10 centimeters either side, because the Vern was massive. But even still, I'm sitting up, I'm 5'10". If I'm on a mattress, I might touch it a little bit, but it's not too bad. We've got some side pockets here as well. Ventilation here, pockets. We've got a guy line or a drying rack line, and you can maybe put one in up there as well, or for hanging your light. Again, more ventilation here. Another pocket and another pocket there. I'm wondering if you can just tuck that into here. That's probably what I would do. Perfect, that works well. But I'm going to lie down and see what we're like. Oh, that's my feet near the bottom. And I'm going to lie down. Yeah, plenty of space. I could probably move down even further. Yeah, and even when I get up, I'm not touching any of the sides or anything like that. Oh, 2 additional pockets here as well, and some more looping. And it looks like there's quite a bit of space between the inner and the outer there. And like I say, plenty of room to cook here. I'll tell you what, let's shut this door and see what it's like from there. Yeah, look at that. Plenty of room. And then you've got your ventilation here. And then also if you wanted to vent from this bit as well. Yeah, that'd be great for airflow. I'm really liking this so far. I love that it's lighter than the Vern. It just makes you more likely to go and grab it and take it out. The Nortent Vern 3S, which is a mouthful by the way, where does that fit? For me, I'm more likely to go and pick this up, especially we're going to be having 2 sets of poles, saving 1 kilogram based on the Nortent Vern 1, the 4-season version. You know, that's a significant saving. You know, you can take away a footprint and make it even lighter, given that it is a hermit style, a geodesic, freestanding, you can pick it up wherever you like. It now has more mesh. It's got loads of pockets and loads of space. This really is, I think, going to be a perfect choice for UK conditions. Now, like anything, I do need to try this out and put it to the test. I can only say that given the first look at this, the quality is absolutely superb, and that's something I've come to notice of Nortent. They've got real craftsmanship when it comes to, and quality control when it comes to these tents. I have to say, it's absolutely superb. The materials are great, the stitching's great. It looks like it's going to last forever. It's taut, which is what you want from a tent, and it's got so many features. So I suppose the question is, which one would you rather take? This one or the Nortent Vern 4-season? Drop a comment down, let me know which one. Let's get this on a wild camp.